Hey guys, just wanted to talk about something real quick. A lot of people have been asking me about the new features that Steam's been having. I wanted to talk about those, briefly here. First of all, for those of you who are curious, they've got this whole new Steam thing here. I'll kind of show it off here, if we can pull this up here. Come on. It's a little laggy at the moment. There we go. So we've got this whole, smart, customized, just for you kind of a thing going on. And it's supposed to kind of show you things that are highly recommended. Kind of does its own similar thing to the way that YouTube kind of recommends videos. That is to say, except with games, how many recommendations they have, how many positive things they have, how well they're selling, that kind of a thing, right? But in addition to that, it's also got this thing down here where it's got this queue right here, which we're going to go ahead and click to show off what this is here. This queue here is, the metrics for this are based on the ideas of, this is the kind of thing that you might be interested in based on its tags. You can see its tags over here, and based on the kind of games you already have in your library, that kind of a thing. And you can just kind of zip through the queue, but this is a kind of a nice feature, and I know several people are doing this right here. You can just hit right here, follow to see if you can follow the game, and you could do not interested, which just gets rid of it. And of course, add to your wish list. I know I personally have been using the wish list for quite a bit of time as my personal way of following a game, since that was my only method of doing so. My wish list there, you see it's got 15 things in it. All of that is actually games I'm not really interested in or sold in so much as I would like to know more about. So this is kind of a cool feature. We also have week-long deals. It's kind of a nice little thing. You got a little browse by genre thing, and again, here's the tags that are recommended for me, as you can see here. All of this is kind of cool. There's one other little feature that's really important to me, though, and it's this one right here, the curators thing. Now, it recommends curators based on how many reviews they have and how many followers they have in their group, that kind of a thing. I am, of course, a curator. Brand new, just set it up. Which we're going to go ahead and show off here really quick. I'm going to have a link down below for my curation. Here's my curation page, basically right here, as you can see here. I'm going to go ahead and be doing this for anybody who's curious about the games I recommend on Steam. For the moment, I'm only pushing up games that I actually have a video up live for that, which is 21 of them, as you can see there, and only games that are actually in my Steam library. But as a result of this, I'm probably going to go ahead and start pushing through a lot of my library games in Steam that are already in the queue, and pushing those ahead of time rather than pushing them back, which is what I was doing previously in order to get more of those on this curator page. It would be nice, admittedly, to get a little bit more exposure, maybe more people finding me or finding my page, but the real point here is to recommend games that I personally think are worth picking up. And a few of these I usually print, if I think it's one of my top 20, I mention that. If I think it's, a great game, I mention that. If I think it's worth buying on sale because it's not really worth full price, I mention that. Really simple. You only have 154 characters to write your recommendation, which is a bit of a challenge for me especially, but, I'm doing my best. So if anybody's curious, it's right there, Archie and Gaia. On Steam, really easy to find. Like I said, I'll put a link as well. Let me know what you guys think, or anybody has any ideas or suggestions, feel free. Otherwise, I'll see you around next time.